Hey guys, Last Adventure here, talking about everyone's favorite type of hike today, waterfall hikes. Although San Diego will never be confused with some of our wetter neighbors to the north, Washington, Oregon, or even Iceland in terms of waterfalls, we do have some great waterfall hikes in the county depending on the right season. If you go during winter, spring, especially during an El Nino or wet year, you're going to find a lot of great places with a lot of great waterfalls. And in no particular order, here are my top 5 waterfall hikes for San Diego County. Number 1, the easiest and most accessible place to get to, Oak Canyon. Oak Canyon is located in Mission Trails Regional Park, which is pretty much centrally located in the county and is a great spot to visit for, say, Cowles Mountain, South Fortuna Mountain, North Fortuna Mountain, or just a nice relaxing hike down the road. The Oak Canyon hike also has the advantage that it starts at the Old Mission Dam, a structure from Spanish colonial times that also provides a man-made waterfall as it spans the San Diego River. Once you get across the San Diego River on the well-maintained trail, you'll be in Oak Canyon proper. There's old growth oak trees, and during the right season, there's a bunch of seasonal cascading waterfalls ranging a few feet in height to even larger. Now, again, if it's a wet year, the trail may be somewhat wet, so you may want to go in old shoes. If you go to the very back of the canyon, you'll see the main attraction itself, some waterfalls that are about 20 to 30 feet in height. Pretty spectacular for San Diego considering it's a desert. This is a 4-mile round-trip hike and is accessible for just about everyone. Kids, husbands, spouses, wives, grandparents, dogs, as long as they're on a leash, but just about anyone. It's a great introductory hike and a great place to view wildflowers. Number 2, Los Penasquitos Canyon Preserve and the Los Penasquitos Creek Waterfall. Like Mission Trails, Los Penasquitos Canyon Preserve is centrally located in the county. Unlike Mission Trails, Los Penasquitos Canyon is more popular with the running, the hiking, and the biking. So you're going to see a variety of people doing multi-use activities on the trail. In terms of the waterfall, this is a smaller waterfall than you would experience in Oak Canyon, the Los Penasquitos Creek Waterfall. Now, depending on where you start hiking in the preserve, this could be anywhere between a 3-mile round trip or a 7-mile round trip. It really just depends. If you're going to go, I advise going after one of the rainstorms in the winter or after enough precipitation has accumulated so it's worth your while. The waterfall turnoff is well marked and you can get right down next to the cascade for a little bit of relaxation. Bear in mind, however, very popular area. You're probably not going to have too much privacy here. Probably going to be sharing this waterfall with a number of your other favorite hikers. But great option for an after work or midday hike. Number 3, talking about, yes, we're talking about it, the tallest waterfall in San Diego County, Cedar Creek Falls. Cedar Creek Falls is also one of the most infamous waterfalls in the entire county because it used to be known as the Devil's Punch Bowl. While in the past this was a site of really crazy parties and a lot of rescues, today it is run by the Cleveland National Forest. And you need a permit to go there. It's a $6 permit that you obtain online. The permit is no joke. You must have one because when you show up at the Cedar Creek Falls trailhead, if you do not have a permit, you will not be hiking the trail. They are very organized about checking your permits. You need to have a permit. Cannot emphasize that enough. If you have a permit, you'll go down 3 miles on the trail and descend into the Cleveland National Forest. Great views, great hike. However, remember, if you're going to descend for 3 miles, what goes down must also come up. So, you're going to go down. You're going to see the waterfall. This is the tallest and most traditional waterfall in all of San Diego County. Great cascade, great flow. But again, if you're there at a time when there's no rain or it's not wintertime, you're just going to see a dry rock wall, if I'm being honest with you. But if you're there at the right time, very spectacular. The thing to know about Cedar Creek Falls is you're coming up that 3-mile trail back up. Even during the winter and spring months, it can be very, very hot. So be sure to have proper water, proper sun care, and be ready for that grinding climb out of the canyon. Number 4, Kitchen Creek Waterfalls. So this one's a little more obscure. It's out off the Pacific Crest Trail, which you may or may not know starts here in San Diego County at the US-Mexico border, right there in the town of Campo. So, a little bit north of that is a junction off the old Highway 80 where you can pull out, hop on the Pacific Crest Trail, and walk up the Pacific Crest Trail for a little bit before there's a junction going down on a use trail to what's another series of small cascades that, again, it's seasonal, but you're going to be really remote. This is a great area to get out on the PCT, get out and experience the wilderness, and get out and see something that most people in the county don't, Kitchen Creek Falls. So, that's about 5 miles round trip. There is elevation involved. There is some climbing involved. It's not going to be for everyone, especially as there is a use trail, but this is a great place to get out to. The last thing about Kitchen Creek Falls is that this is a long drive. If you're coming from downtown San Diego, it's probably about 45 minutes to get to the trailhead, one way. So keep that in mind. Number 5. I've saved the best and biggest for last. You probably were wondering, when was he going to talk about Three Sisters Falls? What about Three Sisters Falls? I've heard about the Three Sisters Falls hike. That's because everyone's heard about the Three Sisters Falls hike. Three Sisters Falls is the largest fall by terms of volume and distance in the county. It's a series of 3 cascading falls in the Cleveland National Forest right outside of Descanso. Again, like Cedar Creek Falls, this is an area that's had its share of rescues, its share of parties, and its share of other troubles. Do know that of all these 5 waterfall hikes, Three Sisters is the hardest. It's coming in at around 6 miles round trip. There's a lot of elevation gain and a lot of elevation loss. The whole hike on Three Sisters is exposed. You will be in the sun. Again, wintertime, springtime, it still can be very, very hot. Recently, the trail has been redone. There's no longer the quote infamous ropes section. It is all just a nice maintained Forest Service trail, but it is strenuous. Don't be deceived. This is not for everyone. You might want to leave your smaller dog or small children back at home. This is not perhaps a hike for them that they're up for it. In terms of the falls are spectacular during the right season. However, in summertime, again, you might just be looking at pools of stagnant water. Plan appropriately. Don't go in the middle of August. There's probably going to be nothing there. Very hard on your body. Temperatures will be exceeding 90 to 100 degrees. Go in December, January, February, March, April, maybe even May, depending on the year. These are good times to go. The falls are impressive, but don't be an idiot. There's people going down the falls in inner tubes, people going down the falls just kind of body surfing it. Be careful. Know the conditions. Know what's going to happen. If you want to try that, be sure that you're going to be safe. Don't be another rescue from the Three Sisters Falls area. Other than that, have a great time. Those are the top 5 falls in the county. The last thing I'll say is you don't need to go to one of my specific top 5 destinations. These are all great hikes, all great destinations, but there's other options you have if you want to get even further off the beaten path. For example, in the Anza Borrego Desert, just outside of Ranchita or outside the town of Borrego Springs, is Hellhole Canyon and Maidenhair Falls. This is a great area to walk through, although you got to pick your season for it. It's a long hike up a steep canyon, but during the right time, you'll get to see a great, epic desert waterfall. Finally, let's be real. San Diego has a lot of slot canyons and a lot of areas you can go to explore that aren't traditional waterfalls. For example, if you go to Harper's Canyon in Cuyamaca State Park, this is an area with seasonal waterfalls. If you go over to Horse Thief Canyon in the Pine Creek Wilderness, this is an area with a seasonal fall and a seasonal pool. There's plenty of areas to explore. The important thing is that you're getting outside, having a great time. Let me know in the comments below if you have any San Diego waterfalls I've left out or which of the top 5 you like. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day.